Again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I think it's really important to bring out is that Rivers really had little part of bringing Tyson, but they wanted all the extra benefits
of having Tyson. Yeah, they wanted all the benefits of it. And listen, I just had a kid tell me the other day, he's like, hey, I looked at your gym website, and I seen a picture of you standing next to a guy that looked exactly like Mike Tyson. I was like, dude, that was Mike Tyson. And so, listen, those are moments that people don't forget, and that's valuable content, if you will, to use for promotion and stuff.
And just like this fight, it wouldn't have happened this night. It wouldn't have happened without Anthony.
Hey, shout out
Sticker
to him.
Mule.
Shout out to him and Sticker Mule, man. Holding it down.
Man, they make some great hot sauce too. They're not just stickers.
I remember. Listen, I actually ordered some stickers and some bags from them, like 2017. And they sent me some free hot sauce.
Oh, it was good.
It was good, yeah.
All right, so this young man, Fabricio Berrun, very interesting. He is 0-1 in MMA, but he also did a slap fight.
A slap fight?
Yeah.
Like power slap?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man, I got to talk to him because I always wondered how you end up in that situation and what goes on in your mind while you're in there.
I got enough CTE. I don't need any more.
Me neither. Slap fight, man. Here we go.
I can't even watch it. It
doesn't resonate with me well either.
No, just the brain damage I'm watching.
In the stupidity.
In my master's thesis program, I did one on concussions in combat sports.
Really?
Yeah. So it's watching slap fighting just isn't my thing.
Doesn't sit right with you. You know how bad it could be.
Yes. All right, here we go. Coming out of the Lions Den, we have Taha Sevincer.
And I've actually had the opportunity to train with Taha back in the day, being a former Lions Den guy. And he was always a tough kid. Just seeing where he started to now.
And, you've been gone from the Lions Den for quite a while, so that speaks to how long he's been in the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Their coaches and teammates told me that he's a well-rounded guy.
Yes.
He's got some good jiu-jitsu, but he also is coming off a KO win kickboxing at Battle on Broadway that Cage Wars put on.
Yep, he took a kickboxing fight. Obviously, you see him here with Trent and Caleb Singala, high-level wrestlers there. And, Tom Singala is keeping his guys in check there and in order, ready to fight. They always come prepared. They're always in good shape. They spar hard. He's surrounded by a bunch of people with a lot of experience, so I'm excited to see what he does tonight.
I really like the Lions Den because they won't bring somebody out if they're not ready.
Yes.
Some gyms, not as much now, but in the past, it was more about the attention that the gym would get for bringing somebody, even if they lost.
Right.
Where somebody like Tom, somebody like Professor Ed Anthony, they're not going to let their guys or girls go out there if they're not ready.
Well, they know how dangerous this sport could be. And just looking at Taha, he looks like a completely different person from when he first walked into the gym there, so I'm excited to see what he does tonight.
When I met him earlier, he was very calm, very composed, happy to be here. And that's the mind frame you want to be in.
I know that Todd did a lot of traveling, and sometimes that traveling opens pathways in your brain that weren't there before.
You should know you're Mr. Japan.
Yeah.
You were sumo wrestling in the street.
And you got to get around.
Listen, you got to check out El Shaddai on Instagram.
Yeah, sumo wrestling in the street. There you go.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo.
Is on the card for Cage War 69 with our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is in our lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. His official weight, 153 pounds. Representing Deepwater Jiu-Jitsu out of Harrisburg, PA, 2 Easy Fab Fabricio Berrun. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the right corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 156 pounds. Out of Lions Den Mixed Martial Arts, out of East Greenbush, New York, Taha Sevincer. In charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Amanda Brundage.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Let's get ready for some action here.
And I feel like Berrun's going to come out pretty hungry. He's a focused guy, and he really wants to get that O off of his record.
And he's a power slap fighter, so he's not afraid to get hit. He looks real calm here.
Just trying to overwhelm Taha. But again, coming from Lions Den, I would expect him to have seen that pressure before.
Yeah. Hey, Fabricio's letting off a flurry of strikes there. He's doing a good job using those feints before he throws.
But again, as you said, coming from the Lions Den, they got that wrestling.
They got the grappling. Hey, Fabricio's doing a real good job at getting back to his feet with his...
Getting back to his knees, absolutely.
Exactly. Not just taking the takedown.
But if you're Fabricio right now, I don't know if you'd want that left arm over like that, would you?
You can use it for a whizzer and get hip to hip and really use it to stand up here. But he's doing it. Yep, he needs to stand up. Right, there he goes. And that's how you make a wrestler pay. A wrestler. Nothing worse than missing a takedown and then getting hit in the face.
One of the games that are really overlooked in the amateurs is punching off the cage when you separate.
Yes.
Getting into that dirty boxing.
Yes, actually, that's one of the things I show my guys at the gym, man. That's a big opportunity to. Hey, there you go. That's how you set up the takedown with your strikes there.
And now there's really no threat to the neck because he's to the opposite side to negate that choke.
If you're Fabricio, you just want to use that choke to try to kind of get back to your feet.
Good job by Taha. He's good looking to pop that head out. There we go. Nice job. Looking to go mount. Oh!
Like butter.
And again, this is where I'd really like to see some punches to the face.
Yeah, there's no punches to the face here, but he can set up a submission.
Very dominant position, slowing things down too. That slows Fabricio down a little bit.
Fabricio's also doing a good job at keeping that wrist control, and Taha actually reversed the wrist control.
But what he's not doing a good job of is not staying flat on his back.
Taha with the mouth.
Yeah, I love that too.
That's a classic.
I love that. One of my other favorites was Matt Secor taught it to me years and years ago. He's on our card grappling tonight. Is the chin in the eye.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Oh, people hate that.
I like all those nasty techniques.
Looking for that neck.
And good awareness by Fabricio.
Good awareness by Fabricio. Really nice job. But again, Taha ends up in side control.
Yep, keeping control of him. Elbows to the body. Oh, knees to the body. Ooh, those hurt. You can see Fabricio being heavily affected by those knees to the body.
And again, that's something underutilized as well in the novices.
Yep.
It's almost like you forget.
Even those knees to the arm will really take a lot of steam off those punches, too.
Listen, a lot of Muay Thai practitioners will purposely punch their opponent's arm to tire it out.
And kick
No
him.
different here, yeah. Knee on belly for Taha. Nice job controlling.
If you're Fabricio, you kind of want to use,
Oh, look at that elbow in his face. That sucks.
Yeah, it's real nice and mean.
I like this Taha kid.
That'll create some compliance there.
Now, he could transition to an armbar here if it
It
works
looks like
away.
he was setting it up. Back to those knees to the arms and the body. Just take a little bit of, just send him back to the corner with a little bit to think about, man.
If you're Taha in his corner, you're going to come back out in the second round, do the same thing, slow it down.
Slow it down.
It's your pace, your fight. You dictate where it happens.
Yeah, and Fabricio kind of was coming out, pushing the pace, closing the gap a little hard and fast. That's where you take those shots. That's where he's doing the setup for the double legs for you.
And, Taha did a very good job weathering that storm because he got clipped a few times by Fabricio.
He did. Fabricio came out hot. On heavy, Taha looking ready, composed.
Fabricio definitely, showing better today than he did in his last event. So, he's definitely been in the gym, been getting the work in, and it shows.
And nothing to motivate you like a loss, man. And you learn the most from your losses, too.
Oh, absolutely. What you did right, what you did wrong, what your opponent did right. You've got to do a complete inventory. It's like when you break up a relationship. You got to do an inventory before you start another one.
Some people do. Some people just get to the next one. Some people just
all right, fair. Well, maybe I've been through more therapy than some.
Yeah, maybe you're just more well adjusted.
I've paid more co-pays.
Yeah.
I also went through anger management twice.
Oh, that's I like to say the best way to get over somebody is getting under somebody else.
There we go.
Oh.
All right, Taha.
Fabricio opened up a heavy action.
Wow, Fabricio throwing for the
and he's looking for the
fences.
he's looking for the knockout. You can see it in his eyes.
Wow, good job getting away from that because that was a heavy-handed shot by Fabricio.
Taha's got to keep his hands up and stay composed. Don't get into a slap fight.
No, definitely
for lack
not.
Of better words.
He doesn't have the same experience.
For lack of better words.
I like how Taha keeps the chin down.
Oh, there he goes. That's a nice low kick to a shot. He just needs to keep working to turn that corner. Oh, a crackdown. Yep, doubled off. Very good. Very good stuff.
Now, again, if you're Fabricio here with your arms where they are, what are you going to do?
I'm trying to use this choke to get my back to my knees and sprawl, but he went to his back.
He's trying to get to a hip, but again, that arm's there if Taha can do something with it.
Yep, Taha can take that arm bar and take it home with him.
Yeah, bring that right foot over the head.
Yep, hanging on his mantle.
He's using that hand again. He really does grapple hard. I love it.
Well, that's a Lions Den staple there, man. That tough.
There we go. He's got the neck.
He's got
the neck.
Oh,
he's going to
man,
sink him down.
over.
That's it.
That's very
wow.
Taha.
Big win by Taha.
Hey, listen, look at him.
He's already called for the belt.
He's feeling it. Hey, listen, we see him in kickboxing, get a knockout. Now we see him with a submission. He's just showing how well-rounded he could be, and definitely a factor.
And that's exactly what Coach Svingala said. He said he's just a real well-rounded guy.
Like I said, completely different person from when I seen him walk in the gym. Completely different attitude, completely different demeanor. And I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, no, he did a great job, and this is definitely not the last we see of this young man.
No.
All right, here we go with the replay. Let's see it, El.
Taha was really mean with those elbows and knees in terms of smashing him into Fabricio's head and making
right
it
into the back.
for him. Yeah.
He's making a move, putting that forearm in the throat.
I like to call those staples. See how he staples his knees to his hips there, keep him controlled?
And you see him pull the chin back.
Yep.
Where the head goes, the body follows.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's a wrestler. You don't think about wrestling, don't you?
No, it's actually exercise science. It's biomechanics.
Oh, wrestling's looking from biomechanics? Hey, and he went right for that kill there.
Very
Didn't
good.
mess around, cinched it
Well,
in.
I'm saying that's where I learned it.
Oh, it's biomechanics.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what my degrees are in.
I gotta take some biomechanics classes.
All right, here we go. We're getting ready to bring it up to Mike Falvo.
Great fight. Both men.
And as always, fight fans, a round of applause for two great warriors and one great contest. Referee Amanda Brundage has called a stop to this fight. 1 minute, 15 seconds in round number 2. For your winner by way of rear naked choke, Taha Sevincer.
Great job by Taha. You know what?